guys, it's Cassidy Civet here with another video. A little short one. I haven't been posting the Omegle videos lately. It's just kind of been tough to find the motivation to edit like 10 hours of video. So bear with me on that. They will come out eventually, but right now I'm just taking a little bit of a break. But yes, you saw the title of the video. My fursuit is now 1 year old. You may have even seen the TikTok I made about it. So I just wanted to make a little video about what I've learned after a year of owning my fursuit and advice that I might give someone who's getting their first fursuit, what they can expect, and yeah, just sort of some general things that I've learned. Okay, so what I did when I got my suit was I got my suit initially on Monday of June last year, and then I tried the head on, and then on Wednesday we drove all day to Furry in Edmonton, 12-hour drive. And then on Thursday, I got into full fursuit for the first time. And then on Friday, I was in the dance competition, and then Saturday, I was in the talent show. So I do not really recommend going that hard unless you are really ready. Because of course, I was terrified the entire time that I was gonna rip apart the suit or something. Luckily, that did happen. Now that I'm remembering, at Furry last year, I think it was after the dance competition, the zipper popped on the back of the suit, and me and my friend Trappa had to go into the headless lounge, and he was able to luckily sew the whole thing back up, which was good. But yeah, actually I did have an issue, so stand by my point. Do not overexert yourself in fursuit when you first get it. Go at it slowly. Second thing I learned is that, at least with my suit, it was impossible to put on by myself. And so as a result, I ended up forming this connection, I guess, in my brain where I associated suiting with being a hassle and a chore, and I just didn't want to do it very much. So I would say it'll take some time. If you are not a fan of wearing the full suit right away, you'll get used to it. If you want to do it more, you will end up doing it more, and you'll put up with the discomfort. Because of course it's discomfort, right? Like you're wearing something that's hot, that might be tight, that's constricting of your movements. For me, hard to see. I mean, if you want unobstructed vision, this is not what you wear. That's just a fact. But you will get more used to it the more you wear it. So don't expect just right out of the box to be full fursuiting for 10 hours a day, every day. That's super unlikely. And I think it puts a lot of pressure on people to they expect to be good right away at fursuiting, which you absolutely will not be. If you are, good job. But if you aren't, again, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. So yeah, if you're not a fursuiting superstar, don't worry about it. It takes time. Of course, fursuiting isn't always for everybody. You might find the discomfort so off-putting that you're just done with it. And for this reason, I go to number 3, which is where I say, don't feel like for your first fursuit, you need to get a full suit. You do not need to get a full suit for your first suit. No way. The only reason I did was because I had experienced full suiting because I had friends locally that let me wear their suits. I hadn't worn dozens, but I'd worn I think 2 or 3 full suits. So I was able to experience it, different styles and something like that. So I was like, if I'm going to go for it, I'm going to go all in, and I got the full suit. But if it's not something in your price range, if it's something that you're unsure about because you've never worn a suit before, please do not feel pressured to get a full suit. You can start with a head, you can start with a tail, you can start with paws, you can start with anything you want. There's no pressure to get a full suit. In fact, a lot of the fandom doesn't have full suits. I think the data is 1 in 8 furs actually has a full suit. It's really, really not that many in comparison to the entire fandom. You will not be in the minority if you don't have a suit. I could touch on something getting a suit from a popular maker or something, but I have a video coming out about fursuits and finding cheaper makers in the future. I hope that that'll be done soon. So look forward to that, but don't feel pressured. That's all I'm saying. It's expensive. I know it's a luxury item. You'll be fine. Just get the head. You can partial. You can poodle. You can do whatever you want. No one is going to police you. You shouldn't be policed for just wearing your suit in the way that you want. Hell, look at me. I go to cons, and when I'm in full suit, sometimes I'll just walk around the con without my head on. I call it sphinxing because it's like a human head animal body. That's just my own stupid term. I hope it catches on, sort of like poodling. If people can say poodling, they can say sphinxing. It's not hard, right? Right? I don't know. And the 4th thing that I've learned after a year of suiting is that you will get hot. You will get sweaty. That's kind of unavoidable unless you're suiting in Antarctica or something like that. I live in Canada. It's not that hot here. And I don't even think that I sweat very much, but yet I still find myself sweating. I'm not as bad as some of my friends where I see them wear their suit heads for like 10 minutes and then they pull it off and they're drenched. I'm not like that. But that's why it's really important to wear Under Armour. And I had one time last year where I was actually in fursuit for my friend's drag gig that they were doing for a show. And I forgot my Under Armour and I was just like, oh no, it'll be fine. But no, I was drenched. I was dancing. And yeah, I'd never suited without Under Armour before like that intense. It was hot. It was like July, I think it was early in my suiting career, which is why it's like, why I was unprepared. I was absolutely drenched. And all that sweat doesn't get absorbed by Under Armour. When you're not wearing Under Armour, it goes right into the fabric of the suit. So please, if you get a full suit, make sure you're getting Under Armour too, because you don't want to get the fur gross, okay? And yes, I have washed the suit since then. So yes, those are the 4 things that I think I've learned. I think I've learned them, I'm pretty sure, after a year of owning my suit. I've got a little quarantine mini album on the way called Cruel Oasis. Early previews up on my Patreon. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I am working on the Omegle videos. It's a little slow going because I've just been a little drained lately. I don't know why. I know some people have been in like quarantine moods and I'm still in quarantine, but I'm really only just feeling the mood now because for the last couple months I was okay. I'm feeling it now, so I think that's why I'm slower right now than usual. I'm now gonna miss 2 weeks of Omegle videos, so I'm very sorry about that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for when I finally do get those Omegle videos done. Follow me on Twitter, Patreon, check out my music on Spotify. You guys know what the drill is. I'm so lucky to have you guys here to watch. So, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!